So I'm going to ask one more question. If folks can line up here, if you have other questions. There's a mic. There's a live mic there. Careful, it's live. There's a fourth character in the movie, and that's coffee. Can you
I guess, I don't know. I feel like coffee is just an ongoing theme and comes to mind a lot. I know there's a whole coffee bit in Role Models that we did, and I don't know, I feel like coffee is the thing that we all do.
It's the new tea.
Yeah. I just think, you know, today's world is hustle bustle, and I want to get out there, and I want to feel like I got, you know, get up and go, you know? And so coffee's my answer. Sometimes you ever feel like you get up and go, just got up and went? Can you feel that way? It doesn't.
This is terrible.
Well,
this is just rambling.
I don't know. There's a lot of coffee stuff. There are things that Michael Showalter and I picked out that we think of as like genre staples, even though they're not. And that's like one of them. Or people going, wait, shh.
I guess I have to come up with a fourth question now.
Don't be shy, come down, and look at these great actors. They have a lot to say.
What are you trying to say? But you don't want my question?
That's what I'm saying, that's my invitation.
What's everyone's favorite romantic comedy?
Good question.
It's Bridget Jones' Diary. I think Say Anything.
How can you argue with saying anything? That's a really good one. I love, people have asked me this a lot this week. I'd say The Graduate, Tootsie, and all the Woody Allen.
I was going to say Annie Hall, but I have a real strong passion for Love Actually. I really like Lost in America and Defending Your Life.
All good films. If you have a chance and you haven't seen them, go to your local library and check out them.
You should also check out The Hunger Games, that's good too.
In book form or movie.
Divergent is also good.
And coming soon, Maze Runner.
What's your zip code now?
So building on that question, since this was a romantic comedy spoof, what were some of the films you had in mind when you were spoofing romantic comedy? And please don't say Bridesmaids, Mean Girls, or Clueless.
I think there was a
Josh, come on, Josh, please.
feels like there was a joke built into the question.
I like that question because it was already funny.
No need to add on with an answer. Don't be shy, you guys. Yeah. I think you can just say the questions and we'll hear them. We can repeat them. How about that, too? Or come to the mic. Your choice.
Paul, this is for Paul and Amy. I'm wondering, you guys look so amazing. Do you eat wheat?
Are you from the gluten lobby?
From the quinoa line.
Paul, you're in training for a film coming out, right? And
Yeah, so I don't have any wheat right now. In general, yeah, but they fucked up wheat, didn't they? They manipulated it.
They changed wheat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like the old wheat.
Before they changed it, I hoarded old wheat. I take it out on special occasions and share it with special friends.
Well, you did have
I also hoarded old Coke before they changed it.
You had a whole thing in the movie that was very anti-Monsanto and GMOs. All that came out.
Well, it's still in the subtext. You can just raise your hand. I mean, don't be shy.
My question is for Amy. I'm covering this for Bitch Magazine, so I guess my question is, what is your least favorite trope about women in rom-coms?
The question is, I'm from Bitch Magazine. And what is your least favorite trope in rom-coms? This is a question for Bitch.
There's so many. I think I feel so much pressure to be a real bitch in this one, but no, I think that maybe the pressure that women are looking. You're not listening. You're just taking your picture. Okay. I think that the point that women are always looking for. You're fake writing. You're fake writing right now. I think that women are always looking for marriage and the one, and that they're kind of saving themselves for the one. Like, I think there should be more rom-coms with more just like casual sex.
We're looking for the two.
Wow.
Yes. Anyway, come on. Hold on now. And then you first, and then.
Thank you. Considering the wide variety that goes into producing these movies, how much of the original script made it into the final movie, and how much improvised material made it in?
I'll say that the original script of the movie, once we shot it, was stuck to fairly closely in shooting because we were moving so fast, and because we were had so little time. It's sort of the same thing. And then, but of course we had some of the funniest people on the planet, and so there was definitely improv for sure, and lots of great stuff came from being on set. And then of course we cut out a lot of it in the editing. Anything to add, you guys?
Not very much improv. I'd say we like one or two takes, and then we had to move on. So it was right. I mean, it was really fast.
It was really faster than. I mean, my first film, Wet Hot American Summer, was to prepare a 29-day shoot. This was 23. So it's really fast.
It's also 6 days shorter.
In some ways. Through a certain lens.
Is the movie shorter? It would be.
Well, there's a rule. You have to shoot, for every day you shoot, there has to be 6 minutes in the movie.
There you go. It's all math, people.
A lot of these people are sort of artistic and they don't know math. Is there anybody else? Oh, up there, you had a question, right? Or did she already do it? Someone was up? Yeah.
Amy, you look fabulous, by the way.
You have a good angle. This is a good angle.
And you have a good body too.
Okay, David.
I know you're producing and directing a lot more now, too. Also, a huge fan of Brad City.
Abby Jacobs. And Tony and Lily produced the song. They produced Brad City and doing that. Yes.
So I'm curious about the differences between being behind the camera and being in front. What is your preference and what are you looking for?
Well, I hate my face, so I enjoy being behind the camera. The whole time I watch this film, I'm like, oh, my fucking face. So I enjoy behind the camera.
I just had the privilege of working for Amy as a director in something that she was a producer on. It was totally awesome. She's a great boss.
You're fired.
Wish it wasn't true.
Okay. I have two questions.
So a couple, sort of a duet of questions.
Yes. Duet of questions.
A twofer.
The first question is, do you guys have any real-life rom-com scenarios?
Ellie does.
Yeah, I do, because I'm moving back to New York. I just moved back. I saw New York as a friend that I had moved away from. Now I'm back. And my husband and I have a very small apartment. And, well, it's not so small, but it's small compared to the house. And we were brushing our teeth yesterday, and he was like, couldn't even do it without. He was saying, "Oh my gosh, like it's so small. I'm about to bump you." And then he knocked me. He didn't mean to. He knocked my head. I bonked this way. He goes, "Oh no!" and his head bopped into the mirror. He said, "It's like it's out of the movie."
Ellie, just a little piece of advice. The real life shit, that's the best shit. That's the stuff you put on the screen.
But wait,
I don't know why you didn't put that in the office, for example.
Ellie has told the story 10 or 15 times in a row. I'm a little nervous that she has a serious head injury.
Or this is a cry for help because she might be in an abusive relationship. Oh, he just bopped her on the head.
He just knocked himself
Uh-oh. His elbow, too. This entire story is a cry for help.
I thought of another one. I'm moving back to New York, and yesterday my husband was brushing his teeth.
I remember just from earlier, if you guys can just roll back the clock a second, there was, as I recall, you had a second question.
And it's more of a request. My birthday is tomorrow, and Amy Poehler, you're one of my top favorite people, after Bill Cosby, of course.
1 and 2.
Can I get a hug for my birthday?
Here he is, Mr. Bill Cosby. He says he's shy.
He's known for that, yeah.
So sorry. He just had a sudden case of shyness.
Two questions. One, you mentioned you did
double?
one is you mentioned you did a stage version, and I didn't know if you were going to do another one after the film.
No, we did just a reading of the screen, like a table read.
So no stage version.
No, there is going to be a stage version.
Have you seen Hedwig? That's the stage version of this.
The other question is, I noticed there wasn't a montage of bloopers at the end. I didn't know if you thought about that cliche or if that's coming up.
Well, I mean, I will say we did have our share of blunders. I mean, it just off the top of my head, there was one point where Paul and Amy were doing a scene of dialogue together, and for the hell of it, Paul could not remember the next line he was supposed to say.
It's true. It's true.
So we had to tell him what it was, and then we continued shooting, but it was... we tell that story. There will be a DVD, and there will be lots and lots of deleted scenes and stuff.
I just wanted to thank you guys for. Oh, well, did I cut you off? For bringing back like the spoof as an actual genre that's been kind of lost for so long. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. It's not really a question.
Very nice of you.
I also, everybody on stage, you're all awesome, but Paul, I particularly loved you as Celery Man. And
Thank you very much.
I just wanted to express my gratitude for that.
I appreciate that.
I feel like you gave us a lot more than we gave you. You know, make sure that you get your own pleasure, okay? Take care of yourself too, okay, buddy? Don't worry about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I am. Sorry, you guys are all so amazing, and I'm just very excited to be talking to I'm an actress,
This
and
is my younger sister.
I was saying that if on Parks and Rec you do another fast forward, like you needed someone, right? Be a daughter, right? What are you talking about? Forget that. Okay, anyways, I'm an actress. I'm getting into comedy right now, and I have a question about the process in this. And when you're writing a spoof or do you rely most on, or what do you rely on more, like having the actors prepare bits by themselves as homework, from you making them up before you're writing, and then how much do you find on set together?
I mean, I think all projects have different ways of working. This one was probably more like a traditional process where, for the most part, we wrote the script and then the actors came in, but everybody, in everything I ever do, the actors have lots of input at all points along the way, and anybody who has an idea, whoever it is, on set or anywhere, if it's a good idea, we try it.
I don't want to speak for Paul, but I know that I did zero preparation. You just said homework, and I think I don't even think I thought about it until I got on set.
No, think about it.
So, oh my God.
Just don't get within 5 feet, that's fine. It's SWAT guys up here just in case. Hello.
Hi, I was just going to say one of my favorite people in the movie was Christopher Maloney. I was kind of hoping he'd be here.
Yeah, but Jason Mantzoukas is
no, I'm kidding. You guys were all fantastic as well. I wanted to say that, but a lot of us, probably myself, for sure, we're a big fan of Chris. But he was also...
I'm sorry, he's not here.
You were a big fan of Chris what?
He was also great in Wet Hot American Summer, which is one of my favorite comedy movies. I'm just going to ask
any Chris Maloney
All right, so specifically, what is it like working with Chris? Is he one of the
Oh my God.
Can you tell him I said hello?
You said I like Chris Maloney on SMU.
SVU. Sorry.
He's not here.
And it was an absolute joy and a delight, and a very thorough performer. I mean, he insisted on shitting in that costume for the sake of all of our experiences.
9 takes.
Wow.
9 takes.
Yeah. Thank you.
So many poops. Yes.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
First, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for making this movie, and I'm freaking out a little. But I just want to say that I think each of you have had such funny careers, as individuals. You're each so funny, is what I mean, not your careers are funny.
My dad's here, and he thinks my career's been kind of funny.
But you're each so funny as individuals, and have also had such funny collaborations with other people. So I was wondering, what do you think is the key to successful collaboration in comedy? Because I know that's really hard.
That is a great question. I have always found that, and I've worked with a lot of people several times, it's you want to be able to trust the people you're working with and feel like you're all on the same page, especially if you're kind of trying something that might not be standard. It might be a little strange, but if it feels like it's your sensibility, it's nice to be surrounded by other people who you feel like it's their sensibility too. And if you're shooting and you do get the opportunity to kind of go off the page a little bit, it's nice to kind of be surrounded by people who certainly I feel like are funnier than me, but also people that you feel like, oh, they know this stuff, and and it's fun to work with.
Unlike, for example, that camera operator on a feature we once did, I won't say who, rolled his eyes every time anything happened. Anytime the performer did something interesting or weird, right where they were standing.
I think if you, a nice rule to stick to is to put funny people in comedies. That works, it usually works for comedy. In general, I think, is to try to put funny people in comedies.
I think the current generation, though, of comedians are sort of specifically and particularly collaborative with each other because they come more from improv and sketch than the previous generation, which probably came a little bit more from stand-up or more traditional acting. And so there's just this built-in proclivity to help each other out, to support, to listen, that is more than it used to be, I think.
Yeah, and to focus actually on the scene and not the individual performance.
And just in general, to like cheer each other on in their projects and just a supportive community.
Thank you.
Everyone's so nice.
That's broken.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, first I want to congratulate Paul on your role as Ant-Man. I'm very excited about that personally.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask the rest of you, if you were to play a superhero, fictional or otherwise, what would you be? What would
The
you want to
question is,
play?
congratulations on Ant-Man, and what superhero would each of us play?
Fictional.
I would play Marco in the book Saga.
Yeah.
Put horns on my head.
It's hard for me to answer that because I actually am still hoping that I get to play Ant-Man. Which I'll tell you about later, but I'm just working on something.
I'm gonna play. I'd like to play Ant-Man. Spelled a little differently. A-U-N-T.
I don't know. She-Ra.
Can you guys tell us anything about the Wet Hot American Summer Netflix series?
And you went there. You did it, dude.
And you know you have to tell the truth. Because he asked in Brooklyn.
The Wet Hot American Summer prequel original cast project is in process. It will happen. We're figuring out the details. Hello. It's like, you know what? It has a little gimbal, so you can tilt it down to it.
Yeah, I'll be able to drop it.
There you go.
So it seemed like New York was another character. And I wanted to know where your favorite places are in New York City.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you were like making a joking. New York really was so much. So much part of the fabric of this.
Well, when Paul and I were doing our homework, we talked about the love story really wasn't between Molly and Joel, it was about us and New York City.
And loving the city.
And that was really what you needed to buy. Do we love New York City, and does New York City love us back? Because New York City was another character in the film.
We treated New York City as if it was a character. What would it be about this character that we could fall in love with? Or what would it be about us that maybe we could try and somehow convince New York City to fall in love with us? Which might I say was a little bit more challenging. I would probably say the same thing.
She's a character, and she's quite a character. You know what I mean?
Let's be honest, she's a bitch. She broke my heart. Which means
she's like she'll you know quietly cut you and laugh while you're bleeding. Thank you. Yeah. But she's great.
She's great.
But if I had to list some of my just truly top favorite New York City places, I mean, top 5 probably for me, Manhattan. And then Brooklyn is one of them. I love the Bronx. Even the Bronx.
Honestly, for me, Staten Island.
That's another big one.
Hey guys, Queens? Hello, Queens?
Those are some of my favorite places in New York. One more. Make it really, really good. Yeah. He's like, oh, not, I can't do that. It's not that interesting.
What was going through your head when you fell through the window?
What was going through my head when I fell through the window?
I bet it was you were hoping that you caught on to the thing.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Well, you know, like David was saying, we had a very short time. We didn't have a lot of stunt people there. We didn't have anything like that. So like I really fell out a skyscraper window with just a little bit of fishing wire tied to my ankle. Luckily, I caught hold. I held on. Got great upper body strength. And because you know, there's a lot of that scene. Paul is talking to Michael Ian Black, and I'm just holding him. And then what you missed, there is a cutout scene where I come back through the window because I'm assuming everybody at that point thought I was dead, and then be surprised when I reappeared in the movie.
What's nice about the film are all these threads that are never picked up again or solved. And that was a goal.
The movie's a puzzle in that way.
We tried to put at least 9 to 10 story flaws in each scene.
Just like romantic comedies.
Yeah, exactly like that. And so we have to stop. You know what though? I mean, like, we'll be around for the next 3 minutes here. Thank you so much. This was totally awesome. I did want to just ask a favor. If you like the film, it does open this weekend on demand, on video, and also in some selected theaters. And to please spread the word to anyone you know. Go to Twitter, etc., etc. We don't really have advertising or anything like that, so it's all word of mouth. So please let the world know. Thanks.
Thank you.